What is going on, everybody? We are live. We are live. Oh, it's a one of those nights. One of those nights. Not a good night for the Lakers. They let one slip through their hand. We're going to talk about it. I got a great group of guests here to talk about this Lakers Nuggets game two of the Western Conference Finals. So let's get it going.
Live from LA like the Lakers with a late show. Home of the Dodgers with a palm trees grow. Feeling like Ben Roethlisberger when he went pro. Where my stellar fans at? Everybody let's go. Magic in the gathering. For the ones that don't know, late night with Suge, y'all turn into the show.
And what is going on? Oh, I got Bronny's face covered. Hold on. Fix that real quick. All right, there we go. What is
wow?
What I move. I gotta move him. I like below me. That sounds weird. Wow. Pause. Yeah, that's a big pause. That is a big pause.
Jay's like, I gotta go.
Yeah, there we go.
He just
There we
mad
go.
disrespected you. You've been in here for like 45 minutes.
He has been.
You
So
so disrespectful.
I am not bad. What's going on, everybody? I have a great group of guys here ready to talk some basketball. Very frustrating night. One man here is happy as hell. The rest of us are a little annoyed, but it is what it is. Real quick in the chat, Brandon, what's going on? Always first. Hope you're having a great night. Grandmaster Chris Paul. So they have figured out the nugget.
No, they did. They just didn't stick to it.
Facts. What is going on? Arizona Armchair Sports. How you doing?
I need that book. I keep forgetting that book now.
Yeah, that's Buck now.
Oh,
That's Buck.
ALP.
Down with the Lakers clean sweep. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. But there she is, Miss Adelia. She is happy. She's very happy. I will tell you guys this. I got to watch the Western Conference Finals when the Lakers played the Nuggets last time with Adelia, and they won the one game, but she was so just disappointed, frustrated during this whole Western Conference Finals. And now she gets to put it on me and see me frustrated and disappointed. Hopefully, we'll see what happens Saturday. But Adelia, hopefully we come back and win.
Damn Celtics fan.
Oh, here we go. I'm not a Celtics fan.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you're really upset.
One man said, hopefully Denver beats us.
No, I didn't say hopefully Denver beats us. I said hopefully we come back. That's not what I meant. You know it, Ronnie. I'm gonna turn my light. But
Oh Lord.
yeah, Braun missed 3 easy layups. Good God.
Well, the last one wasn't easy.
The last one wasn't easy, but he should either dunk that or he should have passed it to AD coming down the lane, and AD would have got a dunk. But we'll talk about it. This is not the stream to be on screen with weak beard game. I don't have a beard anymore. I shaved it off. It's coming back after the summer, but I shaved it off, man. It was too much. All right, let's get into it. Lakers versus Nuggets, game 2. Lakers come out first quarter. The first quarter, first half, played really good. Kept Jamal Murray under control. Jokic was playing well, but everybody else was what we had talked about the other day. They weren't shooting like they were. They put even though Hachimura didn't start, he was having a great half, scoring. And AD and LeBron were struggling, but Lakers still had, I believe, like a 3-point lead going into the half. I'm sorry, a 5-point lead going into the half. But then Nuggets came out that third quarter, were hitting shots, keeping it close. And Rodney had been talking off camera about the last 50 seconds of the third quarter. The Lakers just started to fall apart. Bad shot selection, not playing defense, going under screens, not getting to their man, leaving people wide open. It just fell apart. And Jamal Murray started to get hot and hit 3-point shots. Not really even difficult 3-point shots. I can't take that away from him. He just started hitting shots. Some of them were wide open, some of them were contested, but he started to hit those. They started getting stops and forcing the Lakers to get out of their game plan. And then LeBron was taking ill-advised three. He took 3 in a row for no reason whatsoever to take those shots. And they just, they had an opportunity to come back. Like we were talking about, LeBron missed a layup. Also some costly turnovers. And they fall 103-108. Now, before we start talking about it, we'll say it's 2-0. Denver just held home court advantage. The same thing can happen for the Lakers going back home. They can hold home court advantage, and it's a 2-2 series, and it's just whoever next best out of 3. So going up 2-0, it means something, but it doesn't mean something. It's just you held home court advantage. Now the Lakers need to hold home court advantage. If Denver gets one, then it's going to be a really tough time for the Lakers to come back and win the series. So I'll start off with you, Jay, since you are the newcomer on the stream today. What do you think happened in that second half? Why do you think the Lakers just fell apart in that second half after pretty much controlling the whole game? Not dominating, but they controlled that game up into those last 50 seconds of the third quarter into the fourth.
I don't want to put it all on LeBron James ill-advised threes, but the way we started to guard differently, gave Murray the room to shoot in the first place. You can't tell me we locked him up for 3 quarters, then all of a sudden we're gonna let it slide, go under the screens, and then let him get high and then not respond. The not responding part kind of pissed me off. And
yeah, for sure.
In the way we were trying to respond, trying to go back for threes, we have shooters, but we were bullying them in the paint all game.
Yeah, for sure. There was no reason to shoot, especially those 3 threes by LeBron. And I know Hendo's going to make fun of Reeves, but even that 3, the bank 3, you didn't need it. You should have been driving the ball. He luckily banked the shot in. And yeah, it looks good because he banked it in. But if he misses that just banks off the backboard and, they get a rebound. It's like, why are you shooting? And you're Mr. J, you pointed out too. Why was AD shooting threes? Why wasn't AD in the paint making Jokic work or making Gordon work? Because, I understand we were down, but there was still 5 minutes left, and you start having him leak out to shoot threes. Now he made 1, and then he clanked, I think, 2 of them, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. It was just, why are we taking so many threes? We shot 26%, and I know Hendo is going to bring this up. We said, well, the Nuggets can't continue to shoot like that. And the Lakers couldn't continue to shoot like they shot in that first game either, because they're not that kind of shooting team. They're streaky shooters, and they can hit threes, but they're not a top team that shoots threes and hits them. And we didn't need to shoot threes like we did. Hendo, I'll let you go ahead and get your ribs in. Go ahead and give us your thoughts.
My only thought, Suge, is now you're saying that the Lakers can't continue to shoot that way. That's not what you were saying the other day. All you said was the Denver Nuggets reserves and Murray weren't going to be able to keep this up. And that's why
they didn't. They did it. They Michael Porter Jr., Caldwell Pope wasn't even in the game in the fourth quarter.
That's not you interrupted me. That's not my point. That wasn't my point. You interrupted me. That wasn't my point. My point was when I told you that the Lakers weren't going to continue to shoot like that. You said we figured Denver out, so we are going to beat them. But I just think personally, I don't even put mostly all of that on the Lakers. I put some of it on Denver because in the first half, it's so funny.
Why is your daughter modeling her pajamas in the background?
I have no idea. She's being weird right now.
But I just think that in the second half, Denver kind of started taking the game seriously. I think the only fault the Lakers truly had was the fact that they didn't put their foot on their necks in the first half because Denver was lethargic. They didn't seem like they wanted to play. Their defense was terrible. And I thought once the Lakers went up by double digits, I was like, oh, they got this game. But like Bradley said, they just start having brain farts and they want to be somebody they're not. They are an inside dominant team. Like you have Anthony Davis. As much as I like Jokic, he can't stop him. Nobody in that game can guard LeBron James. So I don't know why he wants to become a jump shooter. I don't get that. And when you don't make any of them, you need to stop, because in this entire playoffs, LeBron James has only hit one fourth quarter three. So why does he continue to shoot him? So I think this was more of Denver took control than the Lakers losing the game.
I'm going to disagree with that last part, just because, like you said, in regards to like the Lakers not being able to continue shooting like that, they don't need to, and that's the difference between them and Denver. Except, like you said, they want to. They want to be that flashy 3-point shooting team, but every offseason they refuse to go and get shooters, right? I think that it was the Lakers and them going away from their strength that really allowed Denver to come back and take control of the game. There was right before Jamal Murray got hot, there were like 3 or 4 possessions where they stopped Denver. They got stops, but they would come down the other end and they couldn't convert. And they're taking ill-advised shots and they're not putting any points on the board. And then Murray hit a 3, and then Porter hit a 3. I think they hit like 5 in a row. And the Lakers couldn't come back from that because they don't have consistent shooters. Nobody on the team really was shooting well outside of Austin Reeves. He had and Hachimura. Obviously he had a great first half, but he took 2 shots in the second half. But yeah, I mean, this falls on AD and LeBron. AD made 4 shots this game. Now I'll say this: he was being aggressive. He was looking for a shot, and they just weren't falling, and that'll happen sometimes. LeBron, I don't understand. Like it's baffling to me that a guy who has that kind of basketball IQ can't see that he's shooting so poorly and he needs to stop taking those shots. And can't see that Denver can't really handle him when he goes in the post or if he tries to get to the basket. They don't have any answer, but he just wants to make threes. So I don't know. I don't know if it's a fatigue thing, and he's just like, I'm not going to the basket right now. I'm just gonna put it up, or what it is. But he's got to stop.
So I think that might be what it is, because I was actually sitting here like, oh, LeBron playing defense today, and that might have worn him out.
Right.
That's why he wasn't as effective as he normally is. One fourth quarter 3 in the whole playoffs. Stop. You go to the basket. Every time you drive.
You can get a 3-point play from that way, going to the basket, getting fouled, which he's not doing. Yeah, I agree with you, Bronny. I don't know why he's taking these ill-advised threes. And that stretch where he took 3 in a row, which is, what are you doing?
They didn't even attempt to get into the offense. Like, he just walked up and was like, I'm just launching it.
Yeah, we had time to initiate the offense. He just said, "Fuck
it." Right.
Pretty much.
And so, and I know Chris Paul, General Grandmaster Chris Paul was in here. He said the Lakers have figured. I think they figured out the Nuggets, but they can't figure themselves out. Like they just can't. Like how you're absolutely right, Hendo. They could have put their foot on their neck, Denver's neck, took this game and really put some doubt in Denver's head. Now you got a team who is believing like, yo, we can sweep them. Like if they walk into LA and shoot like this, they're going to think, yeah, we can sweep this team. And you as a veteran in Anthony Davis and LeBron James should have recognized that and should have put your foot down and went to the basket. And maybe it is a fatigue thing. Maybe it's a foot thing for LeBron. I don't know. But what's Anthony Davis' excuse? Why didn't you throw the ball down to him? Why didn't you get him the ball? She got new pajamas today from her grandma.
Yeah, clearly. Excited, very clear.
She's excited. Why wasn't AD in the post demanding the ball? And you could have slowed Denver down, especially in this and they got to do something about their transition defense. Yeah, it is sickening to watch them not be able to do something, not be able to defend transition. Like it's just sickening. You got to be able to do something. So
Hold on.
There's gonna be a lot of pressure. There's gonna be a lot of pressure Saturday.
Hold on. Can I say something real quick, please?
Yes, sir.
Big Reg, you talking about I told y'all Denver 5, but you be in the Discord all on the Lakers.
Yeah, you do.
Now you talking about Denver 5, bro?
And I want to say something too. Like I'll take shots from Hendo. You know, the Warriors are 4-time champs. Steph Curry's an all-time great. But I'll be damned if I'm gonna listen to a Chris Paul fan talk shit. that shit ain't happening.
Big Reg in the chat is like
accusations. These are not accusations. This is false accusations. And
not accusations. We have receipts.
I think there's gonna be a lot of pressure on the Lakers on Saturday. They have to come out and win this game.
You got to
win the next two. They can't go down 3-1.
No, they can't go down 3-1. But I'm saying to restore this kind of doubt, you have to win this game big. Like if they win it in a close game, like by 4 points, 5 points.
No,
I think Denver feels good. I think Denver feels good, and I think they need to have a big win going into this game, and then Monday night, winning it again. They had an opportunity. They were up, like Brando said, they were up double digits, and you could have took them out of this game and had Denver rest their starters, and you just decided no. You decided you weren't going to do that, and the coach, Denver's coach, said something really well. He says, "This is Western Conference Finals, Game 2. You gotta step up your plan." Denver did, and the Lakers did it, and I think that's very disappointing.
All motherfuckers.
He says, "I'm not a CP.
Not you. Not you.
We're talking about."
And I apologize. I would not want to put that on somebody who doesn't play that. No, not you, Reg.
It real one because Big Reg is sick and delusional. Let him be. Poor Big Reg. Big Reg, I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better, right? Yeah. But looking at the box score, D'Angelo Russell got a little bit of points, but Endo, I think you said it when he blocked Brown and they were chirping. He blocked Brown, and then all of a sudden it woke up Brown, and he started hitting shots. He started driving the ball, playing defense. And I understand Russell likes to talk trash, but 10 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. You got to bring a little bit more. You want to talk trash. You got to bring a little bit more.
Yeah, he's an all-star type player, and he does not play like it in the playoff, or he hasn't. He's extremely inconsistent. He's much, much better than what he's shown in these last couple series, and he just has to step up.
He is.
Dennis Schroeder playing 30 minutes, 4.6 rebounds. You got to do more. Assists, points, something.
He's playing defense. He's playing.
No, I understand that. I understand that, but you gotta.
But the reason you look at him and say he has to is because D'Angelo Russell isn't. And because Anthony Davis made 4 shots, like you can't be relying on Dennis Schroeder for points. You can't,
but you got to get more than 4. You got to get more than 4.
But we're not saying that if D'Lo scores 20 plus, like he should be, like he has the skill to do that.
Like we all seen like when D'Lo scores like 20, 25 plus points. Like what game was that against the Warriors? Where the last game against the Warriors where he just got hot. The Warriors couldn't touch us.
Yeah.
Like we need that version.
Yeah, and as far as the stats, like it's not much. It comes down to the 3-point shooting. We're 8 for 30, 26%. They were 14 of 38. They took a lot of threes, and there was 36%. They took a lot of threes, and
36% in the fourth quarter.
Well, I'll say this too. It's not just the 3-point shooting. AD was 4 for 15. Some of those close shots go in and they win the game. If he shoots 7 for 15, it's a 1-point win, right?
LeBron doesn't smoke those layups.
Them 2 layups early, yeah. I think fatigue has something to do with that first layup.
And I said that in the chat, bro. We're gonna lose by we lost by 5. Well, we're gonna lose by 4. I said that shit too. I felt that shit.
But he missed 3 and he lost by 5.
There was that goaltending call I didn't like. The Fragrant foul call I didn't like.
The rest were piggy game.
First of all, the refs were bad on both sides. Don't start that. They were horrible tonight.
I mean, there was the flop by LeBron, but then there was a flop by Jokic. It was
So,
you know,
Listen, Suge, fair exchange ain't no robbery.
No,
you would
you're
know.
absolutely
You would know.
The
Right, I
refs-
get fair
the refs were
exchanges, not like
terrible.
you.
The refs were
They were.
terrible. But yeah, I mean, obviously those calls are going to stand out to us as a Lakers fan. I didn't think that Jokic block was a goaltend. But
Yeah.
you know, and the dunk put back, it was
That
clearly out of the zone.
That's just
not
the
the
dumbest
it was
rule ever. That is
I'm
the
like,
dumbest
what?
rule ever.
Like the rest
Austin
never take one.
Fine every time he touches the ball. At some point, he decided he's always going to shoot. That's the thing. Bronny has been saying that.
I don't have any complaints about Austin Reeves tonight. Like, he played well. I don't think he made too many, boneheaded kind of plays
trying
like that.
Kind of like lead the comeback.
Yeah, and if AD and LeBron aren't playing well and D'Angelo's doing nothing,
Somebody
you have to, right? Yeah, you got to.
Hey, Suge, what
Yes,
are
sir.
you gonna do? Because Hachimura's not gonna play like that for the rest of the playoffs.
Nobody can stop.
I mean, yeah, but hopefully, I mean, AD and LeBron didn't play good this game.
I mean, listen, look, AD's gonna dominate next
Four
game.
four
And then-
four makes. Come on, that's not gonna happen.
But another thing is, I'm not sure if the Lakers can keep up their free throw shooting. Because what they missed like 3 free throws the whole game.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Yeah, that's
They
not gonna
are
happen.
they are a bad free throw shooting team, and
Yeah,
it is awful. But that's why they get so many free throws. It doesn't matter the percentage; it's just how many. You just got to make the number that you make.
True.
So I don't know. They're in a tough spot again. Denver held serve. They held their home court advantage. Lakers got to do the same, and then you turn it into a 3-game series.
Hopefully,
That's just the bottom line. Yes, Hendo. Hopefully,
listen, I would love 7 games. Like, continue the playoffs on. Like, once this is over, what do we have to look forward?
I mean, you have to, because your team's out of it.
It's gonna be a long summer, man.
And when your team gets bumped by only Jimmy Butler, what are you going to do?
My team's playing the Denver Nuggets. I don't know.
Your team's playing the Miami Heat.
No,
You're a Celtics fan.
I am not a Celtics fan. Show me where I've ever said I'm a Celtics fan.
Are you sure? Because if I dig
Yes.
through the archives and find it,
I guarantee you won't find nothing. Okay,
nothing in the overnight show.
Endo, you're not gonna bully me like you bully other people. Okay,
I don't
on their
bully
own
people.
streams.
Rodney,
Okay?
is he not a Celtics fan?
I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to abstain from this conversation. Because,
Now you want to
know
mind
why.
your business.
You know why, right? You know why, right?
You wanna mind your business. Wow.
Yeah. Hey,
Say
Hendo,
less.
Bronny is making a business decision right now.
Say less.
Jay, what? I know it's an obvious question. What do Lakers need to do to win Saturday? And don't be like Hendo, say score more points. Okay.
No, man. Just stay energized, just stay to the game plan, and don't get. I mean, we proved that we have mental toughness, but we shouldn't. That shouldn't even come to that point. Like, just stick to the getting to the paint, like drawing the foul, like we've been doing majority of the season. Well, after we made that those trades. Like, and look, if we're open for 3 and the right person shoot it, that's fine. But LeBron, just go ahead now, do what you've been doing your entire career.
you got to hit LeBron James with the Colin Cowherd. He's the wrong people.
And that really wrong. I don't know what you mean.
Bronny, same question. What do they need to do to win this game on Saturday?
One again, Darvin Ham has to earn his money right now because and I'm not talking about X's and O's. Like he's doing fine there, but he has to go to LeBron and tell him no more threes. Period. None. He better be 0 for 0 in game 3.
What if they leave him wide open?
And then he better be 0 for 0 in game 3. But he needs to go to. I think AD is fine. I honestly do. He had a bad night shooting the ball, but he was being aggressive. It wasn't like the normal thing where he's just kind of taking himself out of the game. The shots just weren't falling, and that'll happen to everybody at some point. But he needs to go to D'Angelo Russell and get his head in the game because they need him to score. So yeah,
Do you sit D'Angelo?
I'm sorry.
Do you sit D'Angelo and start somebody else?
No, I get D'Angelo involved in the offense early. Try to get him a few easy baskets and get him rolling. And I think they get his confidence up and he'll sustain that through the game. But they have to have much more than 10 points from him, and they have to not have 3-point attempts from LeBron. They cannot have it. And like I said, I hope. I don't know. I asked Jose. I don't know if Mo Bamba got his ankle replaced and he's just never going to play again, or what's going on. But I would like to see him back because they are still getting killed on the boards, particularly Denver's offensive rebounding.
I mean, we did like get it tonight, though. I'll say
they still got out rebounded by 9 tonight, and Denver had 11 offensive rebounds. And they get a lot of their points that way, and you can't keep letting that happen. Because they don't even have a size advantage over LA. They have a Jokic advantage for one, but then they have a hustle advantage, right? Like the Lakers are just they're not trying hard enough on the boards. They're just not. But the main things are, like I said, getting D'Angelo Russell's head in the game, getting him involved early, making sure that he's rolling, and having LeBron make better. Like they've been saying that for like 5 games, Reg. But just LeBron's got to be smarter in the fourth quarter. That's not a thing that I ever thought that I would say, but he has to play smarter.
Yeah, really, those threes were just, I don't know what he was doing. Hendo.
Yes,
how
sir.
How can Denver take this game, a 3-game to a lead on Saturday?
Why you ain't asking about the Lakers?
Because you're not a Laker fan.
Oh, okay. No, okay.
Nuggets fan either, allegedly.
They can have the Lakers start Vanderbilt, because once they put that stat up, when he starts, the Lakers are 24-11. I said they're gonna lose. They just jinxed y'all. Mm-hmm. But just continue their play. I just think they need to start a little stronger, because as you see, the Lakers can score at will. There were several times when the Nuggets cut the lead down to 7-5-3, and the Lakers went on a run and got it back up. I think Jokic has to be more aggressive. That is the quietest 23-point triple-double I've ever seen in my life, because I didn't know he had a triple-double until Adelia asked, and I looked it up. I think that he passed up on a lot of shots. I think they need to start Bruce Brown a little bit, play him a little bit more, because even in game 1, in the second half, he didn't play as much. And I think that was one of the reasons why they let the lead slip. Aaron Gordon, he needs to get his confidence up, because my man is shook. I mean, they just leave him wide open, turning that back, and he's just like, what you want me to do?
I love Aaron Gordon, man.
If he ain't dunking, I don't know. So if they can get his confidence up and he can find somewhat of a mid-range game, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And as long as the Lakers don't play to who they are, because they are the number 1 defensive team in the league, but they're not playing like it. And I don't know if it's what you gonna say, Brad.
No, they are in spots. They're not playing like it for 4 quarters.
For 4 quarters. Facts. So, there are times where they shut them down. I just think if Denver just needs to come out with that energy and no, listen, if we go up 3-0, the series is possibly over. So they need to give it all they can. I think that they need to find a way to get scoring when Jokic goes to the bench, because we can tell when he goes to sit down, that team is discombobulated. Like they don't know what to do, who to pass it to, who should take the shot, especially when they sit Jamal Murray as well. Don't play Jeff Green. I just watched him stand there and just look at rebounds like, oh, the ball bouncing in front of me? No, I ain't going to get it. So, yeah, I just think that the enthusiasm needs to step up. Sometimes they need to take better shots. I mean, I know some of them have gone in, but I think the shot selection for certain people need to be a little bit better and play that game plan. If they and for both sides, if they both play the high pick and roll, they can't stop each other. But for some reason, both teams get away from it. So stick to the game plan, make adjustments when necessary, and come Sunday morning, they'll be up 3-0.
That's what you're hoping for.
Nah, I just said I wanted to go 7 games. Why would I want them to go up 3-0?
Because you would love to throw it in our faces. That's what.
Am I throwing it in your face now?
Because you're more petty than your desire for entertainment.
Am I throwing it in your face now? I'm not.
You were in the Discord. You trying to be different.
What did I say in the Discord? What did I say in the Discord?
Different in here. You're trying to be different in here.
Because I'm a professional.
Right?
Are you?
All of a sudden.
That's true. Yeah, you are.
Sometimes. Well, the game is this Saturday, 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, 8:30 Eastern.
And the Lakers better win because I'm not trying to be angry watching them fights.
I mean, that's usually how you are anyway.
Yeah.
I'm a much happier person than y'all think. Okay.
Sometimes.
No, just all the time. I'm always happy.
Man, so it's Saturday and Monday?
Yeah, it's every other day.
That doesn't bode well for the Lakers.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. I have to assume that they will play. I mean, I don't believe that Denver's going up 3-0. Like the Lakers are going to come out and play their best game because it's the season. The season's over if you lose the next one. So I don't think that I think they'll be locked in for 4 quarters in game 3 at least. But I mean, they have got to figure out the mental part of it because right now it's just it looks bad.
Yeah, Brandon, you got a stream going on Saturday night for the fights.
I mean, don't say that. Maybe we'll see. Yeah,
you can't. You're not Mike. You don't get time off.
You don't get time off.
That is
yeah, there's no PTO.
No flex. No personal time. No comp time. You get none of that. Oh, what's going on?
Picking his hair. Wow. Trying to pick it out for him. Trying to help.
Oh, he felt like D'Angelo Russell.
He looked like he was talking trash. He's like, I told you about them punk ass Lakers.
Yeah, he did.
Don't wear that jersey no more.
I like several, so I can do this all day.
Make sure you wear that jersey Saturday.
Yeah, I know.
Game 2 for the Celtics Heat is tomorrow, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Who do you guys got in that game?
Heat.
The Heat.
Celtics.
All right.
You never know with the Celtics. It depends.
You never know with the Heat either.
That is true too.
Yeah.
It's a toss up.
Hendo, why do you have Michael Jordan as your background?
Because it was my background. Is it a problem?
No, just ask. Why do you always get defensive? I just asked.
He has it as his background because his plan was to come on here and talk about how LeBron missed all these layups and the threes and cost him the game. And Jordan
would never.
I wasn't going to talk about Jordan at all.
No, you made your statement when you put it in your back because it wasn't your background. I mean, we know that.
It wasn't.
We've been on streams with you before. It's never been your background. You put it.
I did have a Jordan background before.
God damn it, Hendo! Like what? That right there.
Oh, this one.
Background.
Oh no, I've never had that one as
well. With that dumbass look on his face, doing the shrug. Because he made 6 threes when your boy Steph Curry makes 13 in the game, and we're idolizing the 6
and a half.
Right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Are you saying that? Are you saying that Steph Curry's never done that?
I'm saying at the time. Yes, back in the 90s.
At the time, amazing,
right.
Cool. Because what you know what that means, right? It just means that they couldn't shoot threes back then.
They couldn't.
Yeah. Which means because the league wasn't as talented, those teams weren't as good. It's tougher to win now than it was then.
Is it really?
Yes, much.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean he went. His last 2 finals were against Utah with Karl Malone. Karl Malone is the size of LeBron, except LeBron is 10 times the athlete he is.
It's maybe true.
Was not maybe. What's maybe about that?
Dude,
that's why I hate Karl Malone.
Hey, don't forget
we all hate Karl Malone.
Don't forget Jeff Hornacek, okay? Don't forget Jeff Hornacek.
And I'm sorry, like I don't want to go on a rant, but I don't ever want to hear people tell me about how these players couldn't play in the 90s with Jeff Hornacek and Mark Price and Reggie Miller and all these dudes were dominating.
Reggie Miller's not a Hall of Famer.
Oh, okay. Sure he is. Sure he isn't. I don't know why you would say that.
Is he a Hall of Famer?
Yeah.
Hall of Fame analyst.
I mean, Chris Mullin made the Hall of Fame out of that era because it was so difficult. It was such a talented league.
Chris Mullin was on the Dream Team.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
So was Christian Laettner.
And Christian Laettner was the best college player at that time.
Facts.
No, the hell he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
Who was better than him?
The hell he was. Grant Hill?
Grant Hill wasn't better.
Not that year.
Grant Hill. No. I didn't say he had a better year than Christian Laettner. I said he was the best player. He was light years beyond Christian Laettner skill-wise. That's not even something we're going to argue. Like I can't even believe the revisionist history that we got going on right now.
I feel like Bronny's going to go on a Jedi rant right now. But this was a disappointing loss.
Better than Grant Hill.
I didn't say he was better than Grant Hill. They chose the college player.
You literally just said not that year. You literally just said that.
Yes, he was the college player of the year.
No. That wasn't what anybody said. Nobody brought that up. I said he wasn't the best player in college, and you said I said Grant Hill, and you said no, not that year. Yeah, that means that Christian Laettner was better than him.
That year he was.
No, he wasn't.
Okay.
He had a better year. That's not the same thing. Those are two different things.
Ronnie coming for your neck tonight.
I know he outside with you and shit. Like
you talking about Christian Laettner versus Grant Hill?
You see what I got to put up with, Jay?
The old busted ass version of Grant Hill after he had all those injuries in Phoenix was better than Christian Laettner. No offense, Christian. No offense, man.
Christian's swinging at the air right now while watching this.
Duke on Duke crimes. I can't believe it.
Duke on Duke.
Listen. Something happens to them Duke dudes when they get to the NBA, man. What's wrong with Kyrie? What in the hell is wrong with Kyrie Irving? What's going on with Zion right now?
That man got money.
Hey, he enjoying that food out in New Orleans.
That man got money, and he can buy any meal he wants.
I don't blame Zion.
John throwing up guns, and Zion throwing up po' boys.
all I'm saying is,
with some crawfish.
Mike Krzyzewski made a deal with somebody for all that success. I'm not gonna say who. I'm not gonna say what the results were, but them dudes they have in the careers that they all thought they was gonna have when they got to the NBA.
I mean, Brandon Ingram's out.
Brandon Ingram.
Brandon Ingram, he is.
Yeah, and Jay Williams didn't have a career.
He did not.
Yeah, so
JJ Redick had a career.
Yeah, he sure did.
Natty did.
Huh?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I couldn't hear you.
Elton Brand. He said Shane Battier.
Shane Battier was a role player for a very long time after being the National Player of the Year.
Still a better career than what Zion doing right now.
Hey, listen, Zion, he got some money and he's comfortable and he's doing what he needs to do, according to Zion. Yeah. My man got medically cleared for a playoff game and said, "Nah, I'm good."
But I'm gonna dunk a couple times just to show y'all.
I'm good to go. But I'm not playing with y'all tonight.
Hold on, where the North Carolina fan at? Is that you, Jay?
Yeah.
Your man transferred to Michigan. Your man transferred to Michigan and canceled it. Now he's going somewhere else.
Listen, man, like he won transfer. I don't claim him no more.
Why he transferring?
Probably NIL deals.
But he wasn't good enough to get an NIL deal.
Yeah, his indecisiveness in shooting, and it just pissed me off. So.
That's why we wanted him to stay.
No.
Duke fans did.
All right. Before we get out of here, have everybody plug their stuff.
That garbage university.
Have everybody plug their stuff. Mr. J, let everybody know where they can find you and find all your work and where they can find you streaming. I guess tomorrow you can start streaming on YouTube, right?
Yes.
Hell yes.
And it's Friday.
True.
Now he don't want to tell anybody where to find
bag it out now. Oh, but listen, before you go, Mr. J was like, "Yo, I'm taking over Thursday, so
What?
He taking over the empty slot for Thursdays. Live streaming.
I was thinking about it.
Nah, he said he was.
Okay.
I got to come up with titles and content. You know, I got to.
Nah, you got time.
It just
It's a whole week.
Hendo got you on that. Listen, you hit a Hendo in the Discord, he gonna get you right.
You've been trying to.
Intros, titles, everything.
When does Ahsoka come out, Jay?
So I think somewhere in August, like the first week in August.
Okay. Look out for me and Jay doing reactions to that again.
You ain't doing no reactions the first week in August.
Right?
Because you're going to be at the Roundup meetup in Columbia at Busboys and Poets.
Facts.
I'm gonna be passed out drunk and run.
Run them pockets.
You ain't gonna run my pockets. Get out of here,
Jay. Tell the people where they can find you.
I was.
Jay, when you're streaming, man, you got to start talking over people, okay?
Jay got mad quiet when you told him to tell people where they can find him.
You gotta start being loud, man. You know how Ferris does it. He just starts talking over people. You gotta do the same.
That's Ferris' personality. I'm more of a Rui Hachimura. Just do my work and go. By the way,
Jay,
I wish
Rui would have did something. Where they can find you, Jay.
If y'all stop cutting them off.
Stop talking, I waited.
No, we just gonna be quiet till he say it.
All right.
But mainly you can find me on Twitch under the same name. A few TikTok videos over there, and yes, I will be starting streaming. Put up a couple of videos. No, again under the same name. Type in J6. It should be me and nobody else. You happy now, Brownie?
I am. I'm very happy.
Who was the worst gun wise, Gilbert Arenas or John Moran? Didn't Gilbert
Definitely
pull a
not
gun?
Gilbert Arenas.
Didn't he pull a gun on a teammate?
No. What he did was, because he's Gilbert and he's a goddamn moron, he went to Javaris Crittenden and put a bunch of guns on the table and was like, I want you to pick one. And then Javaris, because he is a literal real life murderer, went and got his gun. And Flip Saunders went and hid in his office.
I'm not with too shit.
I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying that's part of the story. He let Karan Butler handle that.
Oh god. Now calling Steven Jackson like, hey man, I need you. You know this stuff before, right?
We were like, I got some spreadsheets to look at.
Some rotations to make.
Mr. Hendo. Let people know where they can find you.
You can find me at the Rogue Pod on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and wherever you find all of your audio podcast needs, I am there. You can also find me every Friday at 6 p.m. with my man, Mr. Galloway, on Electric Relaxation, talking all things hip hop, especially old school hip hop. You can find me on Monday evenings at 9 p.m. on Sip to Tally. Huh?
Listen, why that new school hip hop?
Man, I don't listen to the radio. Facts. On Monday nights on Sip to Tally with Jose Brady, OTR Mike, Christian Joking, and Coach Evans on the Ravens Roundtable.
Hey.
Mr. Brady. Working, right? Everyone's trying to be like Hendo. Brady, where can people find you? Before you answer that real quick. Hendo, you know who Jack Harlow is yet?
Yeah, y'all told me he that dude that's on a new White Man Can't Jump.
I don't think I'm gonna watch that movie though.
It's on Hulu.
Wasting my damn time.
Hulu.
Brady,
I'm not watching it for free on Hulu either. But I did start watching Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves, and it is very good so far.
Where's that at?
It's on Paramount Plus now.
See, why isn't Brady? Why aren't you doing movie reviews?
No. So you can find me on Lunch Break Hot Take. We do a live stream every Wednesday at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time. We follow that up with the Overtime Show. That's just for patrons. And I'm also on Ring Kings podcast, which is our boxing podcast we do. My brother Jose and our friend OTR Mike. We stream on Saturdays after big time events. Like Suge said earlier, we'll be streaming this Saturday. There's a couple big fights.
Be excited about it. Yeah, be excited.
No, because I was expecting the Lakers series to be 1-1, and I wasn't going to be worried about the game on Saturday. But now I'm worried about the game on Saturday, and I don't really want to stream on Saturday. But yes, Katie Taylor and Chantel Cameron And Devin Haney and Vasily Lomachenko were both fighting on Saturday. I don't know why they put both fights on the same day, but 2 major events. So definitely check those out and then join us afterwards for a stream.
Or Bronny might be pissed off or happy. Bronny, you have a question in the chat. Where's my poker set?
God damn. Do you actually want it? Okay. I'm sorry. No, Brand, I'm sorry. I'm gonna put it in the mail. Because I was like, yo, he's coming to the thing, but then like I keep forgetting that it's like in August. So I gotta put that in the mail. I'm sorry, Brandon.
Ronnie over here just disrespected his Patreons.
I didn't disrespect him at all. I apologized.
Even after you said, I'm not sending you nothing.
I didn't say that.
You said that? Yes, you did.
When?
We were on the stream.
When?
I'm not sending you nothing.
When?
I'll give it to you in person.
Nah. But you know what? He didn't argue. Right?
He didn't.
I thought it was cool.
Because you know why, Bronny? People that argue.
What do you mean you thought it was cool? You said that talking about when.
I may have remembered.
All right, and you can find me Suge Knight 323 right here on TikTok and Twitter and YouTube, and Suge Knight 1323 on Twitch, where I usually stream Magic, Apex, or any other video games I feel like playing. Come hang out when I do go live. Appreciate it. Make sure to like, follow, comment here. I'll be live Saturday after the game. I don't think Bronny will be here because he'll be watching the fight. Hopefully Mr. J and Hendo can jump on. If anybody else wants to jump on to talk about the Lakers, jump on. You know, if they win or lose, we're still going to do a live stream. So appreciate everybody hanging out. Hope you have a great night. Be safe, and we will talk to you later.
Come on.